Why am I violating? Tell me.
Coming inside my property without no permission? I haven't gave you no consent to come inside my property, sir.
Shut the car up. Shut the car up. Shut the car up. Hands up.
My hands is something wrong. What's wrong with you, man? Y'all came and woke me up about to sleep and then y'all kicked the door open.
I really need some assistance here, please. Just wait for the troopers. You're good. Just wait.
Hello guys, rough arrest, trespassing and many other incidents await you in today's video. As you know, YouTube is restricting my content and I really need your support. If you can do that, click the thanks button. Even $1 is very important to me. Thank you, and let's get started.
Can you read my rights, sir?
If I call that there's a little baby screaming,
A little baby?
You need to step out, or we're gonna come in. Those are your two options right now. Okay, you're hindering us right now. Record. You need to step out.
Hold on, they're already going inside the property.
We got multiple calls. This isn't one.
Multiple calls. So if y'all had multiple calls, why didn't y'all came the first time? This is so ridiculous. I literally just relocated over here from Los Angeles. Can you please come?
Right now, you're detained
For what?
creating a child abuse.
A
Give me
child
your
abuse?
name right
Okay.
now, or I'm gonna put you in jail.
I have not committed any crime, sir. Here's my ID, but this is so weird, bro. I don't care. You're not gonna scare me, bro. Can I talk to somebody higher than you, sir? Somebody above you, sir? Right now, you're violating my rights.
Why am I violating? Tell me.
Coming inside my property without no permission?
What right is
I haven't gave you no consent to come inside my property, sir.
What right is that?
I'm not welcome here, I guess, because I'm Mexican. This is racism, bro.
We're gonna file a complaint, trust me.
Thank you.
You cannot just come into your property.
We can't.
I'm not scared of you, but I'm scared from my son and my fiance. Can you see my son right now? Can you clearly see my son? Is he okay? Is he fine?
We have to check that out.
Please go check that out right now, since that's the main concern though. But if my son's the main concern here while you guys are here, can you guys make sure my son is okay?
We don't know if there are really any issues in this family, but I resented when the cop says he can trespass on private property if he wants to. I understand if the kid wasn't okay, but we see that's not the case. And where are these neighbors who called the police? Where is any evidence?
What was going on before we showed up?
Nothing was going on, sir.
Were you guys watching TV?
Yes, we were watching TV,
How
sir.
loud was it?
We had a JBL speaker. It's not that loud, sir.
What were you watching?
We're watching Charlene.
Have the police been here before?
No, sir. This is the first time.
Do you have someone in the park that doesn't like you?
Here, I'm not sure. Right now, as I could see around me, clearly think it's those people in the back that's been just watching me and just staring. The way she's laughing right now, that's crazy, bro. This is my first time being in this situation, so right now, clearly I'm freaking out. Like, what the heck is going on? Why do I have a police officer knocking at my door? Clearly we're okay, my family's okay. Clearly you can see my son's okay.
This is who I am. This is my badge number. If you want to file a complaint, you're going to go to the Yuma Police Department and talk to professional standards, okay?
I believe that false phone calls are a big problem. A similar call from the following video led to police officers breaking into a man's home. But unfortunately, the situation was not without injuries. More in our new story.
Excuse me, young man.
I just wish this stuff would stop.
There is a new lawsuit against the village of Riverdale, and 2 of its police officers are accused of using excessive force against a man in his home. Devontae Scott says he was asleep when a police officer angrily and abruptly woke him up. The encounter all caught on officer's body-worn cam.
Young man. Young man.
A male and female officer were called to Scott's apartment because his girlfriend at the time allegedly wanted him out.
Boy, if you don't show me your hands.
Scott and the officer go back and forth, and the male officer pulls out his stun gun and shoots Scott.
Show me your hands, boy.
Scott's attorney, Nate Bernard, filed a lawsuit against the village of Riverdale and the 2 officers involved, claiming a number of allegations, including excessive force against the male officer.
After the second taser, my client fell off of the bed, screaming in agony on the ground, and the officer delivered a third taser to him while he was on the ground.
What is hard about that?
This guy's girlfriend made a false call to the police, and instead of dealing with the situation, they immediately started shooting. What's wrong with them? He didn't even fight back. He was literally asleep and didn't expect someone to break into his house.
Scott says the pain was excruciating.
It's like your body is just in the days where it feel like it's paralyzed. That was a situation that if it wasn't his taser, it could have been his real gun.
Bernard claims the second officer involved failed to intervene.
The law states that when a constitutional violation is occurring, that officer has an obligation to intervene and to stop that constitutional violation from happening. She sat back in silence and did nothing.
Scott was arrested and charged with resisting or obstructing a peace officer, a charge Bernard says isn't valid.
The law is very clear that in order for someone to be charged with resisting or obstructing, there needs to be some physical manifestations.
And the following situation I will leave for your judgment, and I will be interested to read your opinion in the comments. The driver was speeding and he's not right, but let's discuss the legality of the police officer's actions during the arrest.
Sir?
Break the traffic.
Sir?
Speak with my supervisor.
I'm the supervisor.
Okay.
It's New York State law. This is a traffic stop. Identify yourself or you're going to be arrested for obstruction and a misdemeanor.
You have an oath to the Constitution, is that correct?
Yes. It's time to get out of the car and identify yourself.
If you go and do what you're doing, you're violating your oath to the Constitution.
Nope. You're detained right now. You're accused of committing a crime, a vehicle and traffic law. You have to identify yourself. It's basic when you're 16 years old and you get your license. I'm Lieutenant Swick, badge 203. You'll identify yourself to these officers right now. Why are you not identifying yourself?
I already did, actually. On the 911 call, I gave him my driver's license number and everything. But as far as that's concerned, again, you have an oath to the Constitution. Are you going to allow me to speak? I'll clarify this for you.
Yup. Are you going to identify yourself?
Are you going to allow me to clarify everything?
Yes.
So I already did on the 911 call. I actually gave you, did you happen to take notice of the driver's license number that I gave? So either way, right, you have an oath to the Constitution. Now, keep in mind, I don't hate anybody. Again, as I iterated to them.
This man called the police himself, identified himself, and didn't hide the fact that he was speeding. I don't understand why these cops are putting on this show, because they don't really need his documents. Why can't they charge him immediately and arrest him in a civilized manner without assault?
My uncle was first sergeant military. My cousin works as police over in my county, Genesee County. So I have no problems with the police. What I'm doing right now is I'm asserting my rights, making sure you're abiding by your oath to that Constitution. What I'm saying to you right now, because as much as you're trying to come at me,
Identify yourself to these police officers, please. Right now, identify yourself to these police officers.
So are you doing an insurrection against people at the
You're about to be removed from this vehicle. Shut the car off. Shut the car off. Shut the car off. Shut the car off. Just shut it off right now. Shut it off. Get out of the car. Step out. On your stomach. Roll over. Try to close the window on me.
committed assault.
On your stomach right now. In your hand.
Now you just committed
Relax your
assault.
arm in your hand. Relax your arm.
I am fully
Relax your arm.
relaxed. Committed assault.
No, you tried to close the window on me after I told you to get out of the vehicle.
And our next story is about cops who probably didn't think a video of them would hit the internet. But their behavior not only became heavily discussed on social media, but also so much cause for a lawsuit. Let's take a look.
On the night of June 19th, 2 Detroit police officers responded to a call to 911 that came from this apartment at 14th Street and LaSalle.
Detroit 911, service of emergency.
Some people that's at my house, and I asked them to leave, and they act like they not leaving.
There was no mention of a weapon or imminent danger, so the call was listed as a priority 3. It would take police more than an hour to be dispatched to the building and another hour after that to find the right apartment. The dispatcher didn't take down the caller's complete address.
Sir? Hey, can you get up and get the door?
By the time officers finally did arrive, the man and woman inside had fallen asleep. This is how officers entered.
Put your hands up.
My hands is something.
God wrong with you?
What's wrong with you, man? Y'all came and woke me up about to sleep and then y'all kicked the door open.
The woman who called 911 was woken up too, and quickly she tells an officer that she suffers from mental illness.
You call? Yes, I call. I have mental. I got problems. I've been called y'all.
As you can imagine, this is where it gets interesting. And you know, if someone tells me that the residents of this house have mental problems, I'm going to ask you to pay attention to the behavior of the cops as well. It's not clear which one of them needs a psychiatrist more.
Ma'am, go back in your room. Go back in your room.
When it's time to come, okay?
There's other crimes happening in Detroit. Give an apartment on next time. Get back in your room.
The male officer's temper flares throughout the 5-minute interaction, but once he establishes that the unwanted guests are no longer in the apartment, he prepares to leave.
Hey, I got an idea.
Leave me alone.
Don't let people inside the house that you don't want inside the house. Bottom limit.
Okay.
Come on, partner, let's go.
Yeah, but I'm fun.
Partner, let's go.
But not before making things worse.
You know what? Both you two
We ain't going.
need Jesus or some.
What you need?
If I knock on the God, what I need is to go straight to hell, ma'am.
When I knock on the door, you answer the door. You too.
I didn't know it was her.
Dumb.
Maybe answer the door.
Oh, yeah. That's why you're getting your beat every night, you dumb. Yeah, when you look, good luck.
We all know very well that these cops will get nothing for this kind of behavior. But what we can definitely do is to spread this video so that as many people as possible will know who the police are and how they behave with defenseless people.
And on the way out the door, his partner can be heard laughing. Even if that citizen is disruptful and out of order, they're still supposed to maintain professionalism about themselves to represent the city of Detroit. The woman filed a complaint with the Detroit Board of Police Commissioners in the office of the chief investigator. The complaint was investigated quickly. The officer's misconduct was sustained. He has been on administrative duty since July, awaiting discipline.
It's inexcusable to act like that to a citizen who's either in distress or not complying. I mean, there is a level of expectation that we have with our officers that just wasn't met. I know the department and myself are very thankful that she had the courage to come forward and file a complaint. If citizens have negative interactions with law enforcement, they need to file a complaint.
And the last video for today is about the guy who withdrew money from an ATM in the evening, got in his car, and the cops started harassing him. That doesn't surprise me. It surprises me the reaction of the police when they get a call asking for help. Let's watch.
I can hear you fine.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, you can. You just answered me.
Part of an investigation right now. You can either cooperate or I can forcibly enter the car and I'm going to place you under arrest.
An investigation for what?
Yes, hi. I got pulled over by Rhode Island police. I need some help. They're trying to unlawfully enter my car. They have no reason to pull me over. And I really need some assistance here, please. Just wait for the troopers. You're good. Just wait. Yes, hi. I got pulled over by police. They have no reason to pull me over. He wouldn't even tell me why he pulled me over. And then he called for backup. He's trying to get in my car unlawfully.
You're not even calling me. No, it's not. My hands are right here.
I need assistance, please. I need the police to come and help. Across from the Speedway, across from DePietro Roofing Incorporated.
Can you just open
Coventry.
the window?
They're trying to break into my car. Absolutely not. They have no reason to. Stop me for no reason and then come into my car. I told him he had no reason.
My name's not Jacqueline.
Do I need to call the police? I'm talking to them. No, you're not going to help? Are you the state police or not?
Apparently, this guy called the police through headphones, and as you can tell from his reaction, the cops are inactive. The moment he needs help and his car has been trespassed, they give no instructions and leave him in the lurch.
Can you come out here? This is insane. I should be able to get some help here. I tried to talk to him. I have no reason to step out of my vehicle. No, the cops cannot just... The cops cannot just order me out of my vehicle. That is insane. I'm recording this whole thing. This is not going to end well.
He said if you roll down the window.
I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, you can.
Just crack it.
All right, forget it then.
Just crack it.
No.
Just crack it.
I don't need to step out of the car.
There's case law that allows us to do that. You can step out of the car on my request no matter what.
No, thank you. No.
If you're going to continue obstructing, I'm just going to break your window, place you under
Can you
arrest.
please?
Try it and see what happens.
Can you please just listen?
What do you think's going to happen?
I'm going to make sure you're placed under arrest.
You're going to make sure I am.
If I get arrested, you're going to get arrested. What's suspicious is me having to step out of the car. And I'm glad you can hear me fine.
Step out of the car, or we're breaking the window.
Unfortunately, it's not known how this story ends, but agree it looks like a horror movie. It's unclear what these cops want, why they're harassing this guy, and even 911 doesn't help to solve this conflict. I wonder how you would have acted in his shoes.
You want to cooperate? You're going to be free to go in like 3 minutes. You want to continue doing this? I'm going to place you under arrest. And I'm going to break your window to get into the car and arrest you. You have those two options. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no other option. He's getting out of the vehicle. We're going to talk, have a good conversation, and you're going to be on your way. Maybe we could have done it 10 minutes ago. Or you're going to continue to refuse to cooperate, which is obstructing my investigation, and I'm going to place you under arrest. Which way would you like to go about?
I'm going to talk to my lawyer.
You weren't listening.
I gave you my ID!
Friends, write your opinions in the comments. I think we have a lot to discuss, and anyone who wants to support me, I ask you to send how much you can spare by pressing the thanks button. This channel exists only because of you.